Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. Lance now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to go up top again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now Burrow on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Not much there, only a yard. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Burrow will throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go, here we go.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Bengals. That's caught. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
From the 27, Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here we go. Ready? Check. You got to be afraid of me. Check 99. Check 99. 1190. 1190. Check 4.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On 3rd down, Burrow. To Allen on the dump off.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, 49ers nothing.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's long. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mixon
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here we go. Ready? Line hot.
Mixon again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Cooper on the return.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He's got the connection left side to Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Lance escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59.
They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
All right, ready? Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Got nothing yet. 11 MT. 11 MT.
First down. Here's Burrow. This will be caught at Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. It's caught. Beckham. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Allen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
11 MT. Hey. 11 MT.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
11.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch, switch, switch.
Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. Pushes him over. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Going for it all.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Underneath to Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Gun. That's ready. Run coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Burrow. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Check, 59. I'm trying to collect. 59 Mike.
Lance now on first down.
He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's brought down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flushed out right. And the hook up to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. From the 17, Lance.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Lance going to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike, 50 seconds. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Lance.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Flush to his right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play there for Cincinnati.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Joe Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 11 now.
It's Mixon on the counter. Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. They run the counter. It's Allen. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
McPherson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance, he's going to float this one deep right side.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
On play action, Lance.
It fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. B.J. Hill in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out.
And Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
T.J. Hockenson,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Niners.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. One final try now for Lance. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cincinnati,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.